So one day I was watching a television show and one of the characters made this statement. Everyone is self-made. Only the successful claim it. And I thought that was brilliant. It's true. All of us are self-made. It's just that most of us don't want to claim it. So here's my question for you. What have you made of yourself? I want you to think about your income or what you do to make an income. Are you proud of how much you make? Are you happy with it? Does it bring you joy and peace and all those things? How about your finances? What do you do with the money you make? Are you building more debt or are you building more wealth? How about your physical body? When you look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? How about your relationship history and your relationship present? How about your family and your spiritual life? All those things are things you've made of yourself. Here's a more important question. What are you making? Are you making more of the same, or is your life moving in a different direction? And perhaps most importantly, what do you want to make of yourself? How much money do you want to make, and what would you love to do to make it? How much money do you want to have? What do you want your body to look like? What kind of relationship do you want? And what kind of family do you want to create? And perhaps most important of all, hey, what's your final destination? What's your spiritual goal, spiritual life? What do you want that to be? So you have desires, and you have been naturally equipped with what it takes to move closer to those desires. You already have that within you. See, you were born with natural abilities, things you can do that you just did naturally. You never learned it, you never practiced it, you just figured out you could do it, so you kept doing it. You also have things that you learned in order to survive as you grew up. Whether it was something your parents insisted you do, whether it was you learned how to fight and be tough or else you would have gotten your butt kicked a lot, whether you learned how to endure and be strong because you were sick a lot or you had a tough childhood. But there are things that happen to you as a child that make you better today, that equip you to accomplish your desires. You also have an education experience where you learn various skills. You went to school to learn how to do something. In your job, they teach you to do things. Over the course of your life, you picked up certain things that help you to be a successful person. And you have specialized knowledge. Again, your experience, your reading of the newspapers, the news, seeing and understanding trends, you get some stuff that most other people don't get. Those things together with your desire equals your potential. And your potential is there for you to obtain your desires and create the life that you want to live. But the reality is, most of us never quite get to fulfill our potential. We have these dreams, we have these goals, we have these things we want to accomplish. But for some reason, we just don't quite get there. So welcome to my basement. I don't mean literally my basement. I mean my life as represented by this space that I'm in right now. Here's the deal. If you want something better, it automatically means where you're at really doesn't quite cut it. You want something better. And so a representation of that is our basement. The first thing is our fears. And we fear things that are outside of us, things that we don't perceive we have any control over. So a person who's afraid of spiders is afraid of something that exists outside of themselves. Someone who's afraid of heights is afraid of the height outside of themselves, what's going to happen hanging out someplace that they don't necessarily feel comfortable. Someone with the fear of rejection is afraid that if they ask for what they want, they're going to be told no in a mean and nasty way. Someone afraid of failure is afraid that they'll do something, they'll do everything they're supposed to do, but still have it not go well. So it's outside of them, outside of their control. The second thing that holds us back then is our doubts, which are basically what we fear within us. Our doubts are about us. Am I good enough to do this? Am I attractive enough? Am I the right race, the right gender, the right age, the right size, the right shape, the right whatever it is? If I doubt myself, I'm certainly not going to act with power. I'm not going to try to do these special things. But that's what a doubt is within us. Then we have these things called beliefs about the subject. Now, beliefs admittedly lead to doubts and fears, but I want to clarify, a belief is something that stops us from acting that we need to do to create success, but how we feel about it keeps us from doing it. So an example is, some people believe that in order to create wealth and to be wealthy and to be very, very successful, you have to be mean, evil, and steal from other people. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but there are people who honestly feel that way. There are others who believe people with money actually have more problems than people who are poor. You can hear people say, I wouldn't want money, I don't want those problems. But beliefs about the subject that we're into really, really can hold us back. And I'll give you one about health and fitness really quick. I once met a woman who once in her life was beautiful, a 10, drop dead gorgeous, as told by her friend. And one day a man broke her heart. And 6 months later, this woman was overweight, she was out of shape, she stopped doing her hair, she stopped wearing makeup, she started wearing the plainest clothes you could imagine, because a belief about what it means to be attractive affected her health and fitness. And I told that story before, and so many women have said, Mark, that same thing happened to me. So when people get hurt in other areas of their lives, they develop beliefs that may limit them in many other areas of their lives. So what does it mean to be your race, your age, your gender, your weight? Those beliefs may impact your ability to make money. They may impact your ability to get in and maintain good, healthy relationships, especially romantic ones. Or maybe your pain in romantic relationships is affecting your ability to make money, your ability to take care of your body. But those are beliefs, and they affect us in a number of ways. Then there's these things I call hesitations. We are on a journey from where we are to our something better. Now, let's change the journey. Let's say we want to go from here to the nearest star other than our sun. It's about 4 light years away. What fills the space between where we are on the Earth and that next star, or otherwise known as Alpha Centauri? 4 light years worth of space. And whether there's dark matter there or dark energy, whatever it is, that's there. So we are on a journey to something better. And what fills our space is the hesitation between successful acts that we take. So if it's making phone calls, if we make a phone call every 5 minutes, that 5-minute intervals create space between where we are and where we want to be. If the exercise is required for our success, and we exercise once a week, that's a week between getting the body we want from the body we already have. If we decide to spend a year all by ourselves, not talking to anyone, that's a year added to finding the right relationship with the right person. Now, sometimes those spaces are necessary, but for the most part, space is what fills, time is what fills where we are to where we want to be. And I call that a hesitation when it's space that's useless and wasted. It's us hesitating on doing what we're supposed to be doing. Number 5 is something I call preferences. I can't think of anyone who wouldn't rather come home from a 4-hour day of work, sit on the couch and watch TV the rest of the evening while eating ice cream, cake, chicken wings, pizza, bonbons. You get the idea, right? Who wouldn't rather do that than come home from work, build your business part-time, eat a salad, eat well, read, study, rehearse, practice, and get ready? Preferences against what it takes to be successful slow you down. So if you prefer chicken wings and pizza over a healthy salad and chicken breast, that preference will keep you from reaching your destination. If you want to be financially wealthy, but you prefer and you act on spending money and borrowing money, that preference will cost you financially. If you know that you're supposed to work a complete day where you're supposed to make phone calls, make contacts, but you prefer to do paperwork because it's more fun, it's easier, That preference is going to keep you from being successful. And the sixth one is a pattern. As we go through life, we develop patterns, and those patterns, if not conducive to success, create problems for us. An example is after I eat a meal, any meal except breakfast, I want to eat something sweet. So after lunch, a piece of cake would be nice. After dinner, a cookie, pie, potato chips, that would be really nice. That's a pattern that has existed in my life as long as I can remember. So I have to address that pattern, or I'm going to be a lot bigger than I am right now. And the way I do that is I don't bring sweets home, so I don't have a choice. I can't eat them. I can look everywhere in my house, but there's no sweets for me to eat. So that's how I deal with that pattern. We all have patterns. There are certain things that trigger us to eat certain foods, trigger us to spend money, trigger us to take drugs, smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, gamble. Once we understand those patterns, we can address them. But if those patterns control us, they'll keep us in this basement for as long as we can live, literally. So here's what happens. You wake up in the morning motivated and excited. You take some kind of training program and the speaker gets you excited and motivated and ready to go. All those things basically are telling you that your desire and your talent is gonna make things happen. But then something happens. It becomes time to act, time to order a meal, time to meet someone new or make contact as a marketer, time to save and invest your money instead of spending it. And all of a sudden, the fears, doubts, preferences, and that entire side says, no, not so fast. We belong here. We're supposed to do this. This is not the right time. Have you experienced that? Where you're literally standing on the precipice of doing something great, and all you can hear are all the reasons why not to do it now. That is the war that's taking place in your life every single day. And that's why so many people wake up with great plans and go to bed utterly disappointed and defeated because they did very little of what they planned to do. So this war that's going on is going on to take control of the most important things that you own. These two sides are battling for how you use your time, how you use your energy, how you use your body, how you use your mouth, how you use your money, how you use everything you have control over, including your creativity. This war is taking place within you all the time. And when there's no consequences on the line, guess what? The good guys always win. When you're in a training program while you're watching me, when you're around all the people that support you and love you and want you to be successful, these good guys win every time, and they make plans, and you decide you're gonna go out and do something. But the closer you get to what we call the moment of truth, the actual battlefield, that's when these guys get really strong. They make a lot of noise, and they start to give you reasons and excuses why now is not the time. And so I created Thought Management as a way to provide you with practical, practicable, step-by-step instructions on how to purposefully give the good guys a way to defeat the bad guys every time. So when you have these great plans and you're watching me, I will teach you what you can do to harness that so it gives them even more power, so you're even more committed. Notice I didn't say motivated, but you're more committed to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And then as you approach the moment of truth, as you approach the battlefield, we give you another way to create ammunition for the good guys so they're able to defeat the bad guys more often than the bad guys defeat them. No one can show you how to win every single war initially, but over the course of time, you'll notice it shifts, that more and more you do more and more stuff you intend to do. And then let's say you go out and you do it, and it doesn't go very well, or in the middle of it, you notice it's not going very well. Well, that gives the bad guys ammunition to stand up and say, yeah, stop this. That war goes on again. Or if you get a bad result, never do that again. That's bad, don't do that again. You're not cut out for that. Well, we give you, again, step by step, things that you can do within yourself to give your desires and your talent the ammunition to beat back and defeat this internal opposition. And the bottom line is that once you understand these step-by-step methods, you can do them and use them. And the more wars this side wins, the more powerful, the more consistent, and the more effective you become in any area of life you choose to apply it. So if you really, really want to improve your physical body, giving this side the ammunition to defeat this side will make you make better food choices. It will make you exercise more consistently. If you want to make more money and you're in marketing, giving this side the ability to defeat this side will absolutely give you more power and confidence to make more contacts, to present your solution more powerfully, and to always ask for what you want. Let's say you have a bad day, a really bad day. You know, the kind of day where you just never want to do it again? Well, the stronger this side is, and the better you understand what's going on within your mind, the more you're able to take what happened and make you stronger, more powerful, more committed, more consistent, and more effective. Those are the things that thought management teaches my clients and the people I serve.